Pope and Young Convention 2019, La Vista, Nebraska. And that little guy right there, he better watch himself. I guess he was invited too.
We're at the Pope and Young Convention. Always like to come to this convention. You know, I have some of the best archers in the country. It's always a pleasure to be here. You see old friends, you make new friends. They're all bow hunters. You got something to relate to. It's just a damn good time.
Here we are in a broadhead display. This was the history of the bear razorhead. The whole history of bear archery, arrows. It's just phenomenal. And you're only going to see this if you come to a convention like this. Here we are in the big game trophy room. And what you're feasting your eyes on are some of the largest moose on the North American continent. These are the Alaskan Yukon moose that currently is the record 217 3/8. Just phenomenal what you can see here. I'm just glad if I can film this and forward it off to you, maybe it'll ignite the fire that you'll be here at the next one. And you can see the contrast as you venture over here and you look at the white-tailed deer. As big as they may seem, they're actually small game, antlered game compared to what those moose and caribou were. And here is a 288 4/8 first place from Fayette County, Iowa. Look at those points coming off the bases down there. Unbelievable. That thing is really a freak. World record, non-typical mule deer.
It can also be interpreted, criticized, misunderstood, or accepted.
New world record at that. Look at that point on the end of there. Looks like it's got an acorn stuck on it.
Invariably, your judgment and understanding of the event will be off the mark.
Wow. Second place mule deer. Typical mule deer. Oh, we're over here at the bighorn sheep. New world record. That is phenomenal. That almost looks like it's manufactured. Here's something of interest. Come out of Montana. The 81-inch. Out of Nevada. First place. Current 86 6/8. That is one big antelope.
And with the panel that went on over a month ago and setting
there's the future right there. This is the Pope and Young barbecue set up Thursday night. Quite a crowd, quite a banquet.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Chow time. A lot of hungry people there.
I want to thank Fred Huey. He is the Director of Tourism for Sarpy County, and I'm going to read his bio. I'm sorry I don't
Wow.
have this memorized. I just met Fred today.
If you're a bow hunter,
however,
put this on your to-do list. Yes, sirree. They got quite a few people here. 420-inch elk right there, ladies and gentlemen. Shot on a postage stamp size partial in New Mexico. Wow. Yeah, this is Friday morning. And I'll tell you what, if you really committed to sport, activity, or whatever you want to call it, of bow hunting, you owe it to yourself to be at one of these conventions. Here is something of interest. I don't know the glare. This was the first Michigan deer shot with a bow and arrow in 1937 by William Van Vorst. And ladies and gentlemen, we've come a long way when that was a trophy buck.
This DVD shows blood, it shows animals died, it shows animals killed.
Just to give you, this is before this onslaught of Pope and Young members fill this awesome floor. I don't even know how many seats are in here, but there's got to be hundreds of chairs in this place.
You gotta ask.
So Don is giving Larry D. Jones a hunt. For what?
What do you want to hunt?
Anything.
You want to give him an antelope hunt, Don?
Yep,
Okay.
I'll give him the hunt. Friday night, and it's starting to heat up. Here's Donald Trump going in there. Donald Trump Jr. Here's the legendary Dick Mock. I'm going to shake your hand, Dick.
What is this?
I talked to you earlier today in the hall. I just wanted to get you on film. That's one great American right there. And he's married to another great American. Wow, there's a lot of people in here. All share the passion of flinging arrows. Unreal. Unreal. These people are willingly, it costs $75 to get into that room per person. And as you can see, there was a lot of money being raised right here. There's Chuck hard at work. Mr. Wordsmaster right there. Now what these people here right now are doing is they're getting the logistics. So when they go in to bid on the hunt, they have some history of the hunt.
And along with that, we have 1,000 bow hunters. It makes you nervous to be a four-legged creature, doesn't it? Anybody that has served in the military, is serving in the military, is in the police, is in paramedics, fire, rescue, EMT. Could you please rise so we can give you an applause for busting your butt watching ours?
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Here's the
On a
dinner.
serious note, up here on
I mean,
the
it's
screen, you're going to
5-star.
see a memoriam.
There's a steak under there.
Some of the absolutely
Now,
wonderful members of
I better get to eat.
Alaska.
This next speaker is going to be huge, and I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to introduce Donald Trump Jr.
You know, we bow hunters, we do it a little bit differently. For us, you know, life, our pursuits, our passion, it's not about instant gratification. It's not about that extra quarter inch. It's not about getting it done faster. I mean, we choose to make it harder on ourselves. And I think that's probably a fairly great analogy for life. You know, everyone in this room, the way they've dedicated themselves to this sport, to this pastime, to this lifestyle, is really amazing. And I think it shows a sort of dedication that's perhaps missing so oftentimes in society today. That's what it's all been about for us, to be able to be immersed in nature, to be able to experience passing on that tradition. You know, that great American tradition that is the great outdoors. And that's what I've noticed, and that's what I've been trying to do. It's just awesome to be amongst so many like-minded individuals, so many hunters, so many, you know, and the people I've seen here in this room that I've just, you know, grew up reading when many of the adventures that I'm blessed to be able to do now were sort of just pipe dreams off into the future. You know, again, being sort of, you know, not having necessarily a family that came from that, or being young, not having the access to it that I do now. But I just want to thank you all for that support and for everything that you do for our sport. It's a great honor to be here. Thank you very much.
I now read this poem I wrote to Fred Bear by Billy Ellis. The name of it is Fred Bear, the Legend by Billy Ellis III. When purple shades of morning draw the curtains of my dreams, and memory floods my wakeful mind with panoramic scenes, overhead the eagles on golden pinions soar, above cascading waterfalls with frothy foaming roar. Immersed in shadows of the veil, a huge wapiti screams, a challenge to the spirit world of Indian prophets' dreams. High up the mountain's rocky face, a trophy stone ram stands, on full alert for danger while guarding his small band. A tall and agile bowman stalks in from heaven knows where. His hands are gnarled and massive like paws upon a bear. He typifies the ancient ones who hunted here before, who strung their bows with honor and then returned no more. With just a hint of movement high up the rocky crest, with ghostly blur his arrow wings out to meet the test. The trophy ram explodes in flight far down the mountainside, then noses in and kicks no more upon the black shale slide. I see him then so sinew tough, climb down to claim his prize. The azure blue of glaciers is cast into his eyes. Upon his head the totem hat of beaver fur so fine, handmade by Barcelino, its fame endures with time. In his right hand he clutched his bow. He moved with silent tread down to the New World record ram that fell to his broad head. His high-laced leather hunting boots with 7 leagues astride left tracks wherever trophy gained and hearty souls abide. He dined in princely palaces, so Oakland and find a Siwash got a trapper shack when Arctic blizzards whine. Fred Bear, the man, the legend, still stands as seasons roll. His name calls up the wilderness that lives within our soul. I long to see him once again within the campfire light and hear his shoulder-shaking laugh that echoes in the night. To be transfixed by earthy tales of hunters that he knew and feel the greatness of the man whose soul was pure and true. Though many try to emulate and be the next Fred Bear, life's high, rough trail soon turns him back. They end up in despair. Those deep blue eyes still twinkle within my deepest soul when bull moose roar a mating call and icy rivers roll. The golden eagle's thrilling cry still floats on mountain air. All nature echoes joyously. He is our own Fred Bear. Thank you.
All of the Fred Bear Society members stand as your name is read and remain standing until all introduced.
Located in Northwest Colorado in Game Management Unit 12. It's going to be buyer's choice tonight. We have a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,600 square foot mountain retreat that we rent. You have a choice of a 4-day trip that can be used within 1 year of today for up to 4 people. 100% donation to the Nebraska Farm Bureau Disaster Relief Fund. And the Nebraska Farm Bureau is eating all the administrative costs, so 100% of what gets donated tonight goes to help rural residents of Nebraska.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Again, very gracious, so we appreciate that greatly. John, you want to sell this one?
Absolutely. Can you hear me out there? Turn me up just a little bit if you would. Little bit, there we go, there we go. All right. $1,000, where you at? $1,000 one time, we're gonna have to get, thank you, 1,000, 1,500 and where? 15, one time we're gonna have to get $1,500, we're gonna have to get 15, 15, 15. Now, I know you can hear me, I got the microphone, let's go. 37 and a half, let's go. One time we're gonna have 7 days, we're gonna have.
Oh, I gotta call auctioneer time out. I have 2 bidders right there, right?
Yep.
Cool. Because they're both at 3,500?
Yeah.
I was just told if you'd both like to go at 3,500, we'll take you both.
Hey, are you young ladies listening? One of you's in at 35, if the other one will go 3,500, I'll sell you each one, but you gotta go right now.
You both wanna go? Okay, time out.
She jumped on it pretty quick there. That's right.
If all 3 want to go with it, 3,500, we'll go all 3 at 3,500.
2, 3.
We got 4. We'll do 4. We'll do all 4.
We'll do all 4.
That's fantastic. You
We're going to do the 5-day guided Johnson County, Wyoming Antelope hunt.
Hey, Johnson County, Wyoming, you guys ready to go? We're going to go on some pronghorn antelope. This is an awesome opportunity. 95% draw odds, so you're going to get to go hunting. Listen to this. 37 years dedicated archery only hunting area. Fantastic. How many hunters? I believe this is for 1. 1 hunter, that's what I believe, yes. As I'm reading it is 1 hunter. Many people from Pope and Young have hunted with them. They've hunted, they have thousands of successful stories. Talked to Chuck today, he was awesome. This is for the 2020 hunt. And hunt pronghorn antelope. Can I get $5,000, $5,000 bid an hour? Can I get 5, can I get 5, can I get 5? How about 2,500, 2 and 5, 25? Can I get 2,500? 2 and 5, 25, 25, 25, can I get 2,500? $1,000 and let's go. $1,000 bid an hour, gotta get 1, gotta get 1, 1's there, gotta get 1,500, 15, gotta get 1 and 5, 15. $1,500 bid an hour, gotta get 1 and 5, 1 and 5. 1,000's there, gotta get 1,500, gotta get 1,500. Are we all in all done at 1,000? Can I get 1,500? How about 1,250 one time? 1,250, 1,250 for Wyoming antelope. Thousands in, gotta get 1,250, gotta get 1,250. Thank you. Gotta get 1,500. 1,500, sir. 15's here. Gotta get 1,750. 15's here. Gotta get 1,750. 1,750. Gotta get 1,750. 1,750. Gotta get 1,750. All in, all done. I'm over there, gentlemen in the teal blue shirt. You're at 1,500. I'm asking here for 1,750. Gonna get 1,750. 1,750. All in, all done. 1,750. All in, all done. Thank you. Gotta get $2,000. Gotta be two. 1,750 is in the back, right there. 1,750. 1,750. Gotta get 2,000. $2,000 and now gotta get 2,000. 2,000. 200. Gotta get 2,000. Thank you. 2,000's there. Gotta get 2,250. 2,250. 2,250. All in, all done. All in, all done. 2,250. Last call. Sold it. Your way. $2,000.
Congratulations, Chuck.
We'll let you put it at the table tomorrow night. How's that?
I hope to help the club.
Now here's a group of IBA members. They made the trip, the long trip from Council Bluffs to
All 7 miles.
7 miles a day? Well, I'm glad you did. As you venture down these hallways, one only knows who they will run into. Right there, future bow hunter. Say hi. Now, for all you young millennial boys that didn't show up, eat your heart out.
Yeah. Come on.
Pope and Young 2018, and you talk about trophies. This puts what's on them walls to shame. Well, here we are in the final evening. This is the big formal banquet. And what you're looking out there is butchers, bakers, laborers, electricians, doctors, lawyers, brain surgeons, you name it, all sharing one thing, bow hunting. These girls work really hard at promoting and selling tickets. They work relentlessly at getting that dollar out of the pocket. There's the future of bow hunting right there. He's probably got to be one of the youngest little bow hunters here. Thank you, son.
Everybody call Miranda.
Thank you very much. It's an honor and privilege to be here. I'm sure that you realize that there is like a whole thick book of stories here. So I'm going to try to go through this as quick as I can. First off, I've got to get all the bear hunters. Anybody that's going to get a bear award for the Alaskan brown bear. Okay, he's got a little story
World
here
record
too.
brown bear.
Chris says, I started the hunt with 4 of my buddies and that made it extra special. They all went home before I finally got my chance.
Earlier today, we put a pass the hat around. We've been doing some after-hours social gatherings with me and a few close friends. $10 cash donation just the night before. That one brought us up to $27,300. If I can get 4 more people to match my pledge and other people's pledges, that's $722. That will bring us to $30,000 in cash raised for the Conservation Fund just this week outside of raffles, straight donations. If there's anybody that would like to match that, I really would appreciate it because I think that would be a big number. And then I want to do one other announcement here. Actually, that's not going to be $30,000 because I have another cash donation over here from my friends Stan and Heidi Goodwin from Reno, Nevada, where we're going to be going in 2 years. Another $10,000 pledged, cash, straight to the Conservation Fund for Pope and Young. Heidi, Stan, thank you very much. That brings us to $37,300 cash donations to the Conservation Fund. If I get 4 more, that gets us to 40. Please come see me featured in that. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
We almost always, or we always have announced where the next awards banquet convention is, the very last thing, and then we do the auction, but the auctioneers got a little excited. So can we run the video for that the Reno CVB gave us, and do one more last pitch for the 2021 convention in Reno?
Going to put a wrap on it. See you again in 2021 at Reno, Nevada.